Alright, November 5th, finishing up. Here I show all the erosion on the backside of the dam. So it filled, and that debris line is probably the flow. Then it started eating through right there and slowly passed over and hit on this side. Not that big a deal. I can get the tractor back out here and fix it, but it does kind of suck because I got to redo it. But it's cool. I'm glad it filled up that much, actually. That cactus down there is victim. But yeah, when I get it up next time, I'm definitely going to throw a bunch of that grass seed on the backside of it and water it, try to get it established. But got that one in too. Nothing else around it, I don't think. Thought I put something else. Oh yeah. Put this cactus out here. Hopefully it can do decently. You can see it already shrunk some. It was getting all the water in the backyard. Threw a couple of prickly pears up at the top. They'll probably fall victim, but hopefully not. We'll see. Threw a loquat right here. It's a seedling from a friend, so he gave me quite a few of them. But this mesquite's getting bigger, so I think the mesquite can kind of shade it. And I'm not going to trim it on this side, so it'll give it like afternoon and late afternoon shade, hopefully. And then when it floods, usually floods at least up to there. So the ground's still wet. We'll see if it can tap in. These ones, of course, looking good. The other Peruvian apple, that little red-tipped agave. This tree's looking good. I don't know. I think it's a acacia, but I forgot exactly what kind. No thorns on it. That cardone's getting big. That's cool. This pencil cactus bushed out crazy. This tree is like a shade tree now, which is cool. I'm not going to trim that. Let that thing do as much as it can. I threw a little aloe next to it. I think it's a tree aloe, but we'll see. This stuff's looking good. Whatever beans those are, start spreading those out. This one's looking good. Nothing else over there. Threw another mimosa right here. So hopefully it can get used to that spot. We'll see. It's pretty bare. I might have to come back and give it some shade, or I mean not shade, some mulch. Threw a little tiny ironwood right here. Just put a date palm here with the mulberry in it and the goji berry. So we'll see. See if these actually do anything out here. They probably won't. I can't focus in on the flower. Yeah. But the little wolfberry I have does better, so I should clone that. I threw down some willow in the mud. See if any of it takes. Here goes a sycamore with some type of fig. There's another little weird tree inside that little cover with the fig. There's another cutting of a sycamore outside of that. There's a little Chinese elm. Yeah, it's over here. All this stuff up there is looking super good. This area got soaked. held water this time, which is cool. I see grass is starting back there. That's nice. That tree's looking good. Got a tamarisk over there coming in. Put another acacia back over there and an ironwood earlier. There's another acacia. Barely see any leaves on it. They started to fall off, but I see it's still alive. Those things are pretty gnarly. That's the same one as this one over here. They got 8 down to the ground and then came back. This pencil cactus is looking good. The agave is looking real nice. I mean, the aloe. There goes the agave, actually. It's looking okay. I just took the cage from off the top of it because something tried eating it down. Here goes another aloe, looking nice. I need to start putting some stuff on that side of the hill. It's pretty steep though. Figure something out. Here's the ironwood I put down. Here's one prickly pear. There's another pad that I had just sitting on the side of the house, just cloning. So it had a bunch of roots on the side. All that stuff sticking straight up is all new growth from just laying on the side of the house. Here's another little small one. This is one of the little fuzzy ones, has some bigger thorns on it though, so I put this one up here. Try to do a whole bunch of different ones though, so it'll be a little variety of flowers. Some of those I don't think will do fruit, but at least some different colored flowers. Plan on taking the pads and just burying them in different areas, so either way it's cool. This other little saguaro is popping up. Putting on some inches. It's probably doubled in size since the last time I saw it, or since I put it in. I was going to trim these up, but I decided not to. Because this one stopped a bunch of debris in the wash. I always got to do some rock dams in here. This one I could probably trim up a little, but either way. And it's back out of the top of the tube. Those two up there at the top of the hill. There, there. They're doing good. I just took the covers off of those. There's some ironwoods. Mimosa. That's another mesquite right there. Threw Peruvian apple cactus down with 2 of those stacks. The third one's all new, so that's good. Put this ironwood down, I think last week or 2 weeks ago. It's looking like shit, so we'll see if it makes it. I need to take the probably come and rip this thing off of here right now too. No, I got to trim that whole branch over there. Yeah, that's another Palo Verde. Now I know not to put the tight or the covers with the small holes around the thorn trees. They just grow through it real fast. This area is looking nice. Had a bunch of stuff perished, but a lot of other stuff made it. I'm sure I have to go back and look at a video to get a reference because I don't remember. But I know that was a date palm that didn't make it. I think something was over there. I think that's a radish. I don't even know what that is. It's probably a few other things. This pomegranate, I don't think that's coming back. There's a couple aloes over here. Those are doing decent. There's one like buried right there. That's weird. I think that's a cat's claw. Could definitely trim that thing up. Date palm's buried in that cat's claw and that fucking amaranth. Mulberry looking nice. Got some of that. I forgot what that stuff is back there. Desert fern back there trying to make it. A lot of the other stuff in the front didn't make it. Pines didn't make it. That fig came back. This lantana came back strong. Fucking bugs, man. These motherfuckers are so annoying. That fucking date palm didn't make it. There's an agave back there. It's holding on. There's a little loquat down there. That thing didn't make it. That other loquat didn't make it. The guamachill's looking nice. Some little bush down there. I don't know what it is. The grapefruit seedling, gone. This mimosa's coming back. That little pine right there, gone. It's a deep hole right there. Tripping. Pecan's looking good. Amaranth, it's all looking good. Jujubee's looking good. I think it's getting a little too cold for it right now. The leaves are starting to turn yellow. Everything else over here perished, unfortunately. And then this pecan is looking great. This mimosa is looking great. The thing's about 8 feet tall now, if not more. It's crazy, because that's when I never water, but you can see all the water comes back here. So, that's cool. We got some random hollyhocks popping up. I think. Yeah, possibly. We will see if that's them. There's another one. Saw another one a second ago. I think those are hollyhocks. We'll see. I don't know. I only say that because I threw a bunch of seeds out here. Like a shit ton of them. Date palm's looking decent. That mimosa's coming back. That mulberry's coming back. The amaranth is doing fine. The sumac, that one's looking good. Random acacia right there coming in. That fig didn't make it, but the goji berry did. Another sumac made it. That desert fern next to it didn't. This jujube is looking good as well. There's some skeet. Made it through. Texas ebony in there. Made it. Beautiful thing. I want that tree to make it. At least one of them. Shit. These things are touchy. They're hard to grow, man. Maybe it's just my experience with them. This mimosa's coming back. The date palm's looking decent. Got a whole bunch of the little ground cherries going out here. That's fucking awesome. That olive didn't make it. Here's these things. I always forget what they're called, but I planted a whole bunch of these out here too. I don't know if it's even focusing in on that. Yeah. There was something there. No bueno. Mesquite. Carob no. Bottle tree yes. More erosion. Not a lot, but enough to have to repair. A little water sitting here. It's nice. Got, I think that is a Palo Verde. Then dropped its leaves, unfortunately. It's not looking good. But they're pretty strong. Shock from the transplant, the cold, who knows. Ironwood. Just put that in like, I guess 2 weeks ago now. This mimosa is looking good. It was struggling for a while. That carob tree pass, I haven't put nothing else there yet. I think that's like the second or third tree I've lost in that spot. There was another mimosa at the bottom of the, so that's actually it in that tree tube. This all got eroded, and then that thing just got ate away and buried. I dug it up. But that mimosa at the top of the hill is looking great. The jacaranda underneath it's looking good. The honey locust next to it is popping out of the tunnel, so don't know what this is. I think that's just a weed. Hopefully it's somewhat of a tree. I don't know what that is actually. Kind of looks like that desert willow, but I don't think that's it. This agave is looking good. I had a ironwood next to this. That thing perished. I just put a couple palms over there, but they were just fan palms. They just like were things that sprouted up in random pots. So I just put them out here just to get rid of them. You see all the erosion. I got to do something about this. Luckily, my brother came with me last weekend and got a bunch of plants. Got like 15 or 18 plants planted and got this fixed right here at least. And it rained again. So it filled up in there, drained through, hit this, and then went that way like I wanted it to. Probably still eroded some over here, but at least it stopped coming through here. I got to do more stuff up here. There's another tree up here. I haven't checked on this one in a while. There's another one I got to pull this little, I got to pull this little thing off of it too. I should right now. Yeah, I'll probably pull that off. Yeah, but this thing, it's basically downhill, so it's just the water's draining down this way into here. But that just means more water for these trees over here. They're doing good. Definitely liking it. The mesquite fell victim for some reason. I don't know why. But it died back and then came back. The mimosa next to it, unfazed. Those trees are crazy. And these ones up here next to the saguaro. Mesquite's looking good. It's over the fence now. Still haven't put nothing else over there. And this ironwood, it's looking good. Alright, that's pretty much it. Majority of what I got going right now. So I'll walk over here and look at this last tree in these palms. Come through and clean this area up sometime too. I came through once and trimmed up all those trees except for this one, this last one. I think that's a rat's nest right there underneath there, unfortunately. There's one of those fan palms with another one of the goji berries. There's another one of those fan palms. That one's all by itself. Maybe a garden huckleberry with it. And this Palo Verde, the sole survivor of the three. I think there was an ironwood right there. It didn't make it. Palo Verde did. And then there was a mesquite up here. It didn't make it. Probably should have put him back here in this little pit. But, alright, that's it for now. Check in later.